John Philip Sousa, the March King.
Sousa's background. John Philip Sousa was born on November 6, 1854 in Washington, D.C. He was born into a Marine family with his father, Antonio Sousa, and mother, Maria Elizabeth Trinkhouse. When he was 13, his father enlisted him as a Marine band apprentice. Later, he studied music theory and composition. Sousa's father. Sousa's birthplace. Young Sousa.
Military life. Sousa was born into a military family. He entered the Marine Band as an apprentice in 1868 and stayed in the band till 1875. In 1879, Sousa received a telegram offering him a position as the conductor of the Marine Band. He accepted it in 1880 and became the band's 17th leader.
Sousa and ASCAP.
ASCAP, American Society of Composers, Authors, and Performers, or publishers. Copyright law, which is very important because up to that point, publication and music that was sold, the people who wrote it weren't making the money off of it. It was just whoever happened to have that copy and so on. So ASCAP was a very important thing for the United States. BMI is the thing that England was one of the founding members of ASCAP.
Music in the military. Sousa's father was a trombonist in the Marine Band. Due to being exposed to music at a young age, Sousa found a passion for it. At the age of 6, Sousa started studying violin, voice, piano, flute, cornet, baritone, trombone, and alto horn. Once he joined the Marine Band, he started composing marches.
Stars and Stripes Forever. Sousa wrote The Stars and Stripes Forever on December 25, 1896. It was first played for the public in 1897. It was declared the National March of the United States of America in 1987.
The impact of Stars and Stripes Forever.
By having that pride that when we listen to Stars and Stripes Forever in the background commercials of 4th of July, parking lot sales, and you hear this music, and we just kind of sing along, da 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 da, and we all kind of know it, but we don't really know where it came from. We just know it. Oh, it means America. It means 4th of July, it means that parking lot sale. But when you kind of get back into it, that was written, almost a century ago, and even more, and still today we use it to really pump up the nation.
Think about if we didn't have Stars and Stripes Forever. Think about if we didn't have all these different marches. What would you do on 4th of July? And all the fireworks and all stuff would be completely different. We'd just be listening to Tchaikovsky all the time like we do now, and no Sousa.
How has John Philip Sousa inspired you?
John Philip Sousa is a really big inspiration for me. I love a lot of the music he writes, marches. They've become kind of like my favorite type of music. And from a composition standpoint, I really appreciate the things he does. And I compose music on my own, like at home and stuff, and I find a lot of inspiration from him and what he does. What he's done.
He's inspired me through the way he arranges his marches. I really like how the bass line especially has a different rounding to it, in the sense that the notes aren't all the same length, and they have variety and a very well-rounded sound to it all.
John Philip Sousa. He's inspired me in so many ways. His marches are just amazing, especially when you hear a nice brass line, like a French horn, and their upbeats, bop, 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 and trumpets roaring in tune though. But you will have to love the flutes and clarinets. The oobly goop with all the runs and trills, it has to be perfect. They can't be too long or too short. John Philip Sousa has inspired me to make marches for both the oboe and saxophone.
Describe the feeling you have when playing John Philip Sousa's music.
The only way I can describe it is kind of like a giant wave, kind of. I don't know if that's kind of weird, but like a giant wave that starts inside me and it just like rolls through my body and like it just like feels awesome.
It feels like I feel like really connected and like I don't know how to describe it. It feels like a tsunami. Yeah, it feels like that. I just feel really connected with his music and his style. I feel really patriotic pretty much whenever I hear his style of music.
I just have a good feeling inside. Like I feel, I don't know, above other people. Just feel regal and patriotic. Yeah, it just gives me a good feeling inside.
What's your favorite Sousa march and why?
Probably my favorite Sousa march is Solid to the Front. Just the feeling it gives me inside, it just like makes me feel cool and yeah.
My favorite Sousa march is probably Liberty Bell because it's very bouncy and then it's written in 6/8 and it's swung. It's pretty cool.
Nobles of the Mystic Shrine because it's unique from all of his other marches and where it doesn't follow his normal pattern, but it still sounds like Sousa and it just works really well.
Maybe Gallant 7? I don't know. It's just like there's so many like great marches that I honestly cannot pick one. It's impossible.
Thank you.